Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Today is Tuesday, and honestly, it is a beautiful day outside, but I am stuck inside staring at my screen, trying to make sense of the absolute mess happening in Los Angeles right now. We have so much to talk about, so grab a coffee and let's just dive right into the madness. So let's talk about R.J. Forrester, and Electra, and Brooke. Because honestly, my head is spinning right now. You guys know what's been going on with the whole Spencer and Forrester corporate war lately. It has been completely exhausting, and I'm tired. I've been covering this show for a while, and I just don't even know who to root for anymore. But right now, the spotlight is entirely on RJ and his messy love life, and his mother who just cannot seem to mind her own business. A few episodes ago, we saw Will Spencer completely lose his mind, like totally snap. We all know Will punched RJ in the gut at the bikini bar a while back, which was bad enough. But then Will went to the beach house and just wailed on RJ, repeatedly punched him in the face. RJ was left bruised, battered, and thinking he had a concussion, and honestly, it was brutal to watch. Will has always had that Spencer temper inherited straight from Bill, but this was next level unhinged. Will was howling at the moon like a werewolf, completely out of control. And Electra, she was absolutely horrified. She threw her necklace at Will, ended things permanently, and basically moved out of the beach house and took RJ to get medical help. She sided with RJ. She chose peace over violence. She chose to walk away from the massive corporate secrets that Will had been hiding from her about Hope's defection to Logan and Shauna's rival jewelry line. Electra was just done with the lies and the physical abuse. So now RJ and Electra are getting closer, much closer. RJ is totally capitalizing on Will's massive downfall. He is playing the good guy, the safe guy, the guy who doesn't punch people in the face when he gets stressed out about corporate espionage. And Electra is leaning into that. She needs a safe harbor after the toxic storm that was Will Spencer. She is vulnerable and heartbroken, and RJ is right there offering a shoulder to cry on. But of course, in the world of the bold and the beautiful, nothing is ever safe. Because just when you think you've escaped a Spencer storm, you walk right into a Logan hurricane. Enter Brooke Logan Forrester. Brooke has been going through it lately. She violently slapped her own sister Katie over the whole Logan fashion house name thing. She smashed a monitor in Katie's office in a fit of maternal rage because Hope defected to Logan. She officially evicted Hope and Liam from the cabin and disowned her own daughter. Brooke went on a wellness retreat to calm down, but I guess the green juice and meditation didn't work at all because she is back and she is fired up. And now she has her sights set squarely on RJ and his new romance. Brooke sees what is happening. She sees RJ getting deeper and deeper into this relationship with Electra, and she is terrified. She looks at Electra and she doesn't see a sweet, talented girl who just got out of a bad relationship. No, Brooke sees a magnet for Spencer drama. She sees the ghost of Will Spencer hovering over Electra, and Brooke is absolutely terrified that her precious son is going to be the next victim of the Spencer family's toxic fallout. So Brooke confronts RJ directly, face to face, and she does not hold back. She tells RJ that Electra is carrying around this toxic energy. Toxic energy. Can we just pause for a second? Brooke Logan, the woman who has been married to Ridge 9 times, divorced 8 times, slept with her daughter's husband, her sister's husband, and caused more scandals than anyone in the history of Los Angeles. Brooke is lecturing someone about toxic energy. Okay, maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe she's just being a protective mom who doesn't want to see her son get beaten up again. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. It's just a bit rich coming from her. It is so hypocritical, but Brooke is dead serious. She looks RJ in the eye and tells him that Electra's baggage is going to destroy him. She argues that the violent breakup with Will isn't just in the past. It's going to follow Electra. Will is going to come back because Will is obsessed. The Spencers are going to retaliate. Bill is already on the warpath against Ridge, and RJ is going to be caught right in the crossfire of this massive family feud. Brooke thinks Electra is basically a walking liability for RJ's rising career at Forrester Creations. She thinks Electra is a disease that needs to be quarantined before it infects RJ's professional life. And then Brooke drops the hammer. She doesn't just give him motherly advice. She gives him a ruthless, cold-blooded ultimatum. She demands that RJ end his relationship with Electra immediately. Right now, cut the cord, walk away, and if he doesn't, Brooke threatens to use her influence with Ridge to strip RJ of his lead design role in the upcoming project. Let's break that down because it is huge. Brooke is threatening her own son's career. She is willing to go to Ridge and use her power to take away RJ's dream. RJ has been working so hard to establish himself as a lead designer. He wants to prove he's not just a Nepo baby, that he has real talent. Especially now that Eric's haute couture line just flopped massively with the critics. Forrester Creations is desperate for a hit. They need fresh blood. RJ is supposed to be that fresh blood. And Brooke is dangling his entire future over his head like a weapon just to control his love life. And the crazy thing is, Ridge would probably do it. Ridge already cornered Electra a few days ago and gave her a brutal ultimatum to stay away from Will to save her career. Ridge has been acting like this overbearing, dictatorial patriarch right now. He even punched Bill Spencer in the face recently. So Ridge is being violent, Brooke is being emotionally abusive, and they are both projecting all their own dysfunctional relationship history onto these kids. It's wild. If Brooke goes to Ridge and says, RJ is distracted by Electra's toxic drama, we need to take him off the project, Ridge would likely agree in a heartbeat. So how does RJ feel? Suffocated. That is the exact word the spoilers use, and it makes perfect sense. He feels completely suffocated. He is finally getting the girl he wants. He is finally stepping out of the shadows and claiming Electra after Will ruined everything. He took punches to the face for this girl. He bled for her. And now that he finally has her, his own mother is standing in his way, holding his career hostage. RJ is caught in this impossible trap between love and his professional future. Think about it from RJ's perspective. If he chooses Electra, he loses his lead design role. He gets demoted. He gets humiliated at Forrester Creations in front of Zende, Eric, and Steffy. His career is stalled before it even really takes off. But if he chooses his career, he loses the woman he loves, and he proves that Brooke and Ridge can completely control his entire life with threats and blackmail. It's just so frustrating to watch. The writers are really pushing this narrative that the older generation knows best, but let's be real, who actually believes this is going to end well? Brooke and Ridge are the last people who should be giving relationship advice. And threatening your kid's job. That is toxic energy, Brooke. That is the real toxic energy right there. You don't threaten to destroy your child's livelihood just because you don't like the girl he is dating. And what about Electra? Poor Electra. She just got out of an abusive, deceitful relationship with Will, where he hid massive corporate secrets from her. She had to deal with the trauma of watching Will beat RJ to a pulp. She finally finds some peace and quiet with RJ, and now she is being targeted by both Ridge and Brooke. Ridge gave her an ultimatum, and now Brooke is giving RJ an ultimatum about her. She is being treated like a piece of trash that is ruining the Forrester family. It is so unfair to her character. Electra is talented. She runs the jewelry line. She deserves better than to be a pawn in Brooke's paranoid control games. The fans on social media are going to lose their minds over this. I can already see the tweets. People are going to be dragging Brooke for being a massive hypocrite. But at the same time, some fans might actually agree with her. Some people think Electra is bringing too much baggage and that RJ should just focus on his designs and stay away from the Spencer drama. But I don't know. I feel like RJ deserves to make his own mistakes without his mom threatening his paycheck. So what is RJ going to do? Is he going to cave? Sometimes I think RJ is a bit too soft. He might actually listen to Brooke because he is terrified of losing his spot at Forrester. He knows how cutthroat the company is. Look at what happened to Zende when Hope defected. Zen's promotion was ruined. RJ doesn't want to end up like that. But then again, he stood up to Will. He took those punches. Maybe this is the moment RJ finally grows a backbone and tells his parents to back off. He needs to tell Brooke that his love life is none of her business. He needs to tell her that if she strips him of his design role, he will just pack up and go work for Katie at Logan. Imagine that. RJ designing for Katie and Hope just to spite his mother? That would be the ultimate revenge, especially since Brooke just disowned Hope. If Brooke pushes RJ away too, she will literally have no children left on her side. Zooming out a bit, this fits the show's usual style perfectly. Family members using the family business as a weapon to control each other's personal lives. It happens all the time. Eric did it to Donna when he fired her for keeping Katie's secret. Steffy does it to Hope. Ridge does it to everyone. But this storyline feels a bit different because it's so raw. The physical violence with Will was shocking. And now the emotional violence from Brooke is just as damaging. It's a really dark turn for the Forrester family. I just keep thinking about that phrase, toxic energy. Brooke really said that with a straight face. I mean, I guess she isn't entirely wrong about the Spencer drama being toxic. Bill is on the warpath and threatening to destroy Forrester Creations with the HFTF diamond. Will is unhinged and violent. Katie is running a rival fashion house and stealing employees. The Spencers are a total mess right now. But RJ isn't dating a Spencer. He's dating a Forrester. Electra is family. Well, extended family, but you know what I mean. Why are they treating her like she's the enemy? She didn't ask Will to attack RJ. She didn't ask Will to lie to her. She is a victim in all of this, and Brooke is victim blaming her to the extreme. Brooke is just projecting all of her own insecurities and her own massive failures as a mother to Hope onto RJ because she is absolutely terrified of losing another child. Honestly, I think this is going to push RJ and Electra closer together in the long run. Nothing bonds to people like a shared enemy. And right now, Brooke and Ridge are making themselves the ultimate villains in RJ's love story. If they keep pushing, RJ is going to rebel. He has to. You can't put a young guy in a corner like that and expect him to just roll over and obey. But we will have to wait and see how it plays out on screen. I am so tired. You guys? My eyes are burning from staring at these spoilers all day, but I care about this story. I really do. I want to see RJ win for once. I want to see Brooke realize she's crossing a massive line and pushing her son away. But this is B and B, so we know it's only going to get messy, clunkier, and more dramatic from here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is Brooke right to protect her son? Is Electra really bringing toxic energy? Or is Brooke being a hypocritical monster mom who needs to back off? Let's talk about it.